Hello, my name is Abiodun Miriam Oyetunde, and I'm going to be teaching on a very interesting topic today, titled a noun phrase. Now, I know that this topic can seem very daunting, but I'm positive that at the end of this class, you would have mastered it. Let's go. The first question, and the most important question, is what is a noun phrase? But before we get into that, let's refresh on what a phrase is. A phrase is a group of at least two words without a finite verb. This means that a phrase can have more than two words, but it will not have less than two words. So a phrase could have 3 words, 4 words, or even 5 words, but it will not have a finite verb. Now, it also functions as one part of speech. This also means that we can have a noun phrase, we can have a verb phrase, we can have an adjective phrase, a prepositional phrase, or an adverb phrase. Let's look at some examples of phrases. Remember, a phrase will not have a finite verb. The first one is a boy. Next Tuesday, in the kitchen. By tomorrow, a yellow bird. Notice that in all of these examples, there is no finite verb. It follows, therefore, that a noun phrase functions as a noun in a sentence. Because it is a noun phrase, its function is to replace a noun in a sentence. Now let's move on to what a noun phrase is. A noun phrase is a group of words that represent a noun in a sentence. It is made up of modifiers and a noun. Now let's look at the examples of some modifiers: articles, determiners, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions. Let's go back to the examples of the phrases that we have. A boy. A here is an article, and of course, a boy is a noun. So, it means that a noun phrase would have either an article, a determiner, an adverb, an adjective, a preposition, any one of these things, and it will also have a noun. That is the most important thing. It is not a noun phrase without a noun. Now, in a noun phrase, a noun is always the head word, which means a noun is the most important word there. If there is no noun in it, it is not a noun phrase. Let's look at some sentence examples. The boy slept late. The boy is marked in red because that is the noun phrase. Let's break it down. The is an article. Boy is a noun. So an article plus a noun gives us a noun phrase. Another example. A very big cat walked in through the back door. We have two noun phrases in this sentence. A is an article, very is an adverb, big is an adjective which is describing the noun, a cat. So here we have 4 words, but we do not have a finite verb. So this is a phrase. And because the head word is a noun, which is the word cat, we say this is a noun phrase. So we have a very big cat. Article plus adverb plus adjective plus noun equals a noun phrase. Next, we have the back door. We have the is an article, back is an adjective, and of course the head word is door, which is a noun. So article plus adjective plus noun equals a noun phrase. Another example. I counted 10 children in the garden. 10 children is marked in red. 10 is a determiner, and the head word is children, which is a noun. So a determiner plus a noun is a noun phrase. Remember, the most important thing in a noun phrase is that it does not have a finite verb, and the most important word in it is a noun. Let's move on. What are the functions of a noun phrase in a sentence? Everything has a function in English language. So let's move to the first function of a noun phrase. That means, what does a noun phrase do in a sentence? The first function is it functions as the subject of the verb. What is the subject? The subject of the verb is the noun performing the action in a sentence. So we have an action, which is a verb. Then we have a noun performing that action, which is the subject. I hope this is clear. Let's look at some examples, just in case the explanation is not really clear to you. The boy slept very late. The verb here is slept because the verb is always an action. So the action is slept. The subject is the boy because the boy is the one that is doing the action of sleeping. Another example. A big cat walked in through the back door. The verb is walked. The subject is a big cat. Remember, the subject is the one doing the action. So the grammatical function is a big cat is the subject of the verb walked. It is important to put in quotes the verb. Another example is rich men have the best houses. The verb is have. Now this is not an action. This is a linking verb, but it is still a verb. It is a finite verb. Now we have the verb is have, and the subject is rich men. Rich here. What part of speech do you think rich is? Just answer it and let me confirm for you. Rich is an adjective. So here we have an adjective and a noun, which makes a noun phrase, and the subject is rich men. The grammatical function will then be subject of the verb have. Try this on your own. You can take a moment here to pause the video and try this. Underline the subject of the verb.